While Hollywood has built an empire of superheroes from Iron Man to Batman, South Korea, best known for its psychological dramas and family-centered storytelling, is pushing its creative boundaries with a bold new universe rooted in Eastern tradition. 12. A superhero series not born from science fiction, but from ancient folklore. Drawing inspiration from the 12 animals of the zodiac, this project dares to transform traditional beliefs into modern heroism. Could this be a groundbreaking move, or merely a risky experiment amid Hollywood's global dominance? Eastern mythology meets superhero genre, a bold vision. Rather than showcasing genetically modified beings or aliens from distant planets, 12 tells the story of 12 divine warriors incarnated from the Eastern zodiac animals, such as the rat, tiger, dragon, dog, and so on. These creatures, once associated with fortune-telling or Lunar New Year celebrations, are reimagined as armored defenders of humanity, facing off against rising demonic forces. What makes this premise stand out is how it blends myth with modern-day urgency. These deities, who once sacrificed themselves to seal away the gate of hell and bring peace to the human world, must now return and fight again as darkness reawakens. It's a familiar trope of sacrifice and heroism seen in superhero films, but infused with uniquely Asian spiritual roots. At the center stands Tae-san, played by Dong Seok, the tiger deity and the leader of the 12. As seen in the newly released poster, he guards the gate of hell with an imposing presence, signaling an impending clash between light and darkness. The Zodiac Warriors, tradition transformed into power. One of the most compelling elements of 12 is its diverse lineup of actors representing each zodiac: the monkey god, Seo In-guk, dragon god, Lee Yo-bin, dog god, Kang Min-ah, rat god, Sung Yoo-bin, horse god, On Ji-hae, and more. Each character is given a unique backstory and personality, combining traditional traits of the zodiac with contemporary emotional depth. Unlike the often idealized and stoic Western superheroes, these deities are more grounded, conflicted, and humanized, making them easier for viewers to relate to. They argue, doubt, and sometimes clash with each other, but ultimately unite to defend the world. Adding to the mix is Marok, played by Sung Dong-il, a human with special abilities who serves as the guardian and manager of the 12 gods. He acts as a bridge between the divine and mortal realms, showing that even ordinary humans can fight alongside gods when driven by faith and courage. Ogui, the dark anti-hero, Park Hyung Sik's unexpected transformation. While the gods represent the forces of good, the shadowy antagonist Ogui, played by Park Hyung Sik, adds an alluring danger to the narrative. A human manifestation of a giant black-winged crow, Ogui's icy gaze and ominous presence embody chaos and destruction. Casting Park Hyung Sik, long known for his roles as romantic leads, as the villain is a bold move. The initial promotional images have already stunned fans, showcasing a radical transformation in both expression and body language. If executed well, this could mark a major turning point in his career, much like Heath Ledger's unforgettable turn as the Joker. Korea's superhero ambitions, following in the wake of moving. South Korea isn't new to the superhero genre. In 2023, the Disney Plus series Moving made waves with its emotionally resonant tale of students with superpowers, blending school life realism with thrilling action. Its success signaled that Korean creators could build authentic superhero stories without copying Hollywood's formula. 12 is perhaps the next evolutionary step. This time, Asian mythology is modernized and brought into the global superhero arena. Korea isn't just borrowing elements from the West, it's attempting to carve out a distinct voice, telling stories that resonate with its own cultural roots. As a Korean media expert noted in Herald Pop, instead of mimicking Hollywood, 12 chooses to tell a story that is uniquely its own. That's the only way Korean superheroes can survive and stand out in a globalized industry. Big universe, bigger challenge, can 12 deliver? 12 has all the ingredients for success: a fresh concept, a strong cast, rich mythological lore, and a global audience increasingly hungry for diversity in superhero narratives. But the biggest challenge may lie in the audience itself. After decades of conditioning from Marvel and DC, will viewers be able to embrace a battle featuring the dragon and pig gods on the same scale as Thor and Iron Man? Can traditional elements like the zodiac be made cool and compelling to younger viewers? Additionally, with only 8 episodes, managing screen time and story arcs for 12 lead characters is a logistical and narrative hurdle. It will take masterful writing and pacing to do justice to each of the god stories without overwhelming viewers. Conclusion: 12, a rebirth of Eastern faith on the global screen. 12 is more than just another superhero series. It's a bold cultural statement, a declaration that Eastern traditions, beliefs, and symbols can take center stage in modern storytelling. If it succeeds, it could lay the foundation for a broader Asian superhero universe where the sheep and the snake stand shoulder to shoulder with Superman and Black Panther. On August 23, as 12 premieres, it may not just mark the return of mythical warriors, it could signify the moment when Eastern mythology steps into the global spotlight. A risky bet, yes. But one worth watching. In a landscape dominated by Marvel and DC, where caped crusaders and cosmic battles saturate screens, South Korea is entering the superhero arena with a bold and deeply cultural twist. 12, the latest high-profile drama starring Dong Seok and Park Hyung Sik, has captured international attention even before its premiere. Blending mythology, fantasy, and action, this series could mark a pivotal moment for Asian storytelling on the global superhero map. A superhero story born from Eastern tradition. Unlike the typical Western formula where science experiments or alien powers create heroes, 12 finds its roots in Eastern zodiac mythology. The story revolves around 12 ancient gods, each representing a zodiac animal: tiger, dragon, monkey, pig, rat, and more, who once sealed away the dark forces threatening humanity. As evil resurfaces, these gods reincarnate into human forms to protect the Korean peninsula from demonic invasion. At the center of this celestial army is Taesan, Dong Seok, the tiger deity and fierce leader of the 12. With his signature brute force and commanding presence, Dong Seok brings raw gravitas to the role, further building on his reputation as one of Korea's most bankable action stars. Opposing him is Ogui, Park Hyung Sik, a seductive and shadowy villain symbolized by a giant black-winged crow. Known for romantic leads and prince-like charm, Park's transformation into a dark anti-hero is a career-defining move. The contrast between Ma's brute strength and Park's elegant menace creates a magnetic hero-villain dynamic, anchoring the show's emotional tension. The rise of the Korean superhero universe? Following the surprise global success of Disney Plus's Moving in 2023, which humanized Korean superpowered teens and resonated deeply with both local and international audiences, 12 emerges as a next-generation experiment. But it dares to go further. While Moving was emotionally grounded, 12 is more mythical, symbolic, and world-building in scale. The series features a rich pantheon of gods including the monkey, Seo In-guk, dragon, Leo Bin, dog, Kangmina, and snake, Regina Lei, each adding layers to the supernatural battlefield. These characters aren't just visual effects showcases, they're deeply tied to Korean cultural identity. In a way, 12 is not just telling a fantasy story, it's reclaiming mythology and turning it into a spectacle that stands shoulder to shoulder with Western franchises.